Okay, we begin now. Start.
Hello. Hello. And welcome back to the what are we calling this one again?
DnD 6th House E.
That's right, D&D 6th House E. Sorry, I'm in a couple of these, so I need to keep my titles straight. When last we left our party, they had just defeated an elderly woman after they attempted to save her from a goblin horde.
I see.
They had made a previous deal with a drow woman to return the head of presumably this woman. But unfortunately, her remains had turned to maggots.
Which were...
Well, I can't give all the previously details because I know stuff that your characters don't. So why don't you tell me?
My character, Bolga, ate these maggots and learned a valuable lesson.
And what was that lesson?
Don't eat random stuff.
That's a good lesson to take away.
Oh, so you actually did learn that?
Yes, I gave it
Like,
to...
that's not part of your character now? Like, you're not just gonna start to randomly try to eat stuff?
Yes, that's the 2 points of intelligence.
Oh, nice.
Adam Shea says, "We're back. We're so back." Yeah. So
what do you guys do? Alu is silent, just observing this chain of events.
My character goes like, "Am I awake or no?"
Yes, I would say you're awake.
For the first time, you hear Bolga use the word "I" instead of just his name. I shouldn't be eating things that do not taste good. Not anymore.
That's probably
And just like that, the lesson is corrupted. All right, so how are we to rectify this situation here? You've got a pile of maggots. There is no head to be found.
I'm going to sigh and walk over to the maggots and I guess inspect them without touching them.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Actually, I will roll your investigation check because I don't want you to know what you know. What is your investigation modifier?
That is Adobe has encountered an error. 5.
Excellent. 5. Oh, plus 5. Okay. Let's see. You think that these appear to be regular maggots. They're just maggots. Just fly larvae.
Can I relay the information from last session to these guys about the larva?
I mean, yeah.
When I ate larva, when I ate them, I heard the voice of this woman thing.
Like the creepy witch that we turned into a pile of maggots woman?
Yes.
What did she say?
She was compelling me to be hostile. She was trying...
Yeah, you did seem to kind of lose it for a second.
it was more for than a second. It was
Yeah, I was being generous.
yes. I understand. Wait, I understand. Do you know what understanding means?
Yes?
It's like I'm breathing air for first time.
Huh.
Did you learn something?
Learn? You mean remember stuff? Yes. I mean, out of character, you can tell he's acting not
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, you're a bit smarter now.
Hmm.
Well, we got 15 pairs of goblin ears and
The
3
cave
pairs
mother
of
has blessed
hobgoblin
them
ears.
inside.
Yeah.
I assume
That-
you guys needed them for something?
Yep, we got a bounty for them, actually.
What if we take maggots to lady? Maybe she'll understand better than us.
Well, it's all we have. I think Guardian just basically would have. I think he took the ears and just took off towards wherever. He's the one who picked up the bounty in
Actually,
the first place.
Connor, can I, since I already know, like, there's, like, I know, like, the maggot spoke to me or whatever, can I, like, I know my inside is kind of crap, but, like, at maybe with advantage I can, like, deduct
This would
something.
be. What
Because I
skill
already
would
ate
this
them and
be?
everything.
Let me look at the skill I would have you roll. Hold on. Because that's you know vaguely what like happened, but I don't know that you know enough to get advantage. Let me see what the skills are that D&D 5e offer me again. I miss Pathfinder's ridiculous amount of skills.
You just like what? There was like ridiculous. Wasn't there like 20?
Use rope.
Someone is saying,
Well,
is this
actually,
campaign,
that's right.
Is this campaign 7-time real? No, this is a regular D&D setting.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, no, Elder Scrolls tabletop, I'd have to read through that. Yeah, I'm gonna say roll me an Arcana check.
With advantage or disadvantage?
Neither, just a regular Arcana check.
And question: with +6, do I have -3 or -2 now?
Oh, with a 6 intelligence, you should have -2.
Okay, perfect. Then it's /roll.
Yeah, that's a -2.
1d20 -2.
Oh my god.
Don't tell me I die.
Wow.
No, you don't. No, no, you do not die.
That's
Arcana checks
hard.
won't kill you.
You do, however, have no idea what this could entail.
By the way, guys,
What
if you like
is
this,
it?
you should play the fail sound. Also, guys, like and subscribe if you want to hear more fail sounds.
Luke and subscribe.
Look and subscribe. By the way, for everyone else watching, I'm almost done with my tier list, so you'll get a video.
Oh, you know what? Rowan, you could make an Arcana check.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Actually, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
No.
Well,
No, you don't really know what this is either.
That's a 5.
Maybe everyone else should try.
No,
message you
no,
something.
we are not. We are not meta-ing this. What's up, Sky?
I'm messaging it to you.
Oh, I see.
Why don't we just go back to town and ask the drow woman what it is we're dealing with? If she wants it killed, she'll probably just give us the information.
Good point.
And if not, maybe someone at one of the churches or something will know. Because it was definitely evil.
Evil.
So maybe collect a maggot in a jar and take it with us. I don't have a jar. Does anyone have a jar?
By the way, we have a request for an Elder Scrolls tabletop. That I would be so much proud of that too.
All right, if any of you can find me an actual Elder Scrolls tabletop role-playing game, I will read through the rules and we can port this campaign into that.
Let's go.
But I can't make a. I mean, I know GURPS can do it, but I'm not intelligent enough to make an entire Elder Scrolls based.
Can't we do
Roleplay.
D&D based on Elder Scrolls though?
There are rough equivalents for a lot of things. I mean, you'd
Fi-
have to really sit down and do it.
Is there a
Freaking-
5e Elder Scrolls?
Well, because magic uses mana instead of spell slots. I'd have to look into it. I'm not saying no. I will run that if we can find a suitable system to do it in.
Sending
Will
you the
it
book
be-
for the unofficial Elder Scrolls tabletop that I just found on Reddit.
Oh boy! All right. I'll read through it.
I don't know if it's any good. I literally just did like a back search on Google and this is what I got.
Yeah, I'll look through it. I
Well-
promise I will look through it.
At least someone took the initiative.
But for now, back to the D&D game. So we are hearing ideas of bottling the maggots.
Yeah, if someone has a bottle, it would probably be helpful to bottle one of the maggots in case we need to take it to one of the churches. Or the college, or whatever, to find out what in the hell this thing is.
Why don't we just put them in bags?
Oh, someone says a roll cast system would work. Just like Morrowind, the chance of fall to fail a spell.
That would work for the magic, but you'd still need. I still need to figure out. Maybe I could make it up. Anyway, no, I'll workshop this later. I'm running through some ideas now, but I'll workshop this later.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I would say that at least one of you has a bottle, like an empty, something to keep something in.
Now, let me see what I have.
Because I don't want it to roll, like, manage to squeak away
I have
and whatnot.
I have a tinder box.
I mean, yeah, that would
kinda
work.
work,
You
yeah.
you could just shove a maggot in there and close it.
I don't see why not. I don't think a maggot can eat through wood.
Wait, I have an admirer's love letter.
What? Why?
I have no clue.
Who gave you that? Is that like a background thing that you started with, maybe?
It's an automatic thing that was given. May I read it? Or I
Can
can't
you
read
read?
it. I'm just gonna give it to Seth. I put the maggot. Can I put the maggot in the box? And while I do that, I see the letter and I just give it to one of the companions. Here, you read it. I am not. I don't care what this is.
Yes, but first let me
I don't even know what that is.
I'm not seeing what gave you that either. All right, let me see. Give me a couple of keep doing. I'll think of something.
Okay. It's just like something that was generated automatically. That's why I just got this. We don't have to do anything with it. It doesn't have any story to tell. I'm just saying it's kind of funny
Alright.
that I have that.
It's actually it's actually hilarious.
Don't tell me I ate this person. I'll feel so guilty.
Oh, wait a minute. You did specify something about...
Yeah, I
like,
did have
having
a human
someone
friend that I had a bond with and that I ate, yes.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that part of your lore.
I should rewrite my lore because I got smarter and now I should, like, actually know what happens. And make it like a really sad story. Like...
Alright, so Bolga shoves the maggot into the tinderbox. It squelches as you put it in.
Did you just crush it?
I'm not sure it matters.
Fair. Alright, so now I know about the goblin ears thing. And I know about whatever the heck this is. I think, weren't you guys supposed to be looking for some fire elemental, the Lord of Fire who's trying to destroy everything?
Gideon.
Fire!
Go ahead, Bolga.
It's
Alright,
easy.
Alright, did you want to explain to Rowan about the what you've been told so far?
Me or who?
You.
I've been told by whom? By like, the witch?
Like- No, the quest.
Wait.
What quest are you on?
Oh.
Oh, man. Like, what? Oh, yeah, the current quest.
Well-
Oh, yeah, we kill woman and we bring head to, to other woman. That's basically what we do. But we have no head, we have maggots.
I get that, but weren't you also looking for the Lord of Fire who was headed out here to destroy everything?
Yes, Lord of Fire, very bad guy. I was called by some lady or whatever to join this party. You know, I'm just slowly understanding what I got myself into. I don't think
This
I
is
knew
fair.
when it happened.
Given that 3 hours ago I fell out of the sky, I'm still a little trying to figure out what's going on myself.
3 hours
And
ago,
what is more important? What
Three-
needs to be done?
and I say 3 hours ago I didn't know my name. I barely knew my name, so I had to repeat it all the time when speaking.
Your massive gain in intellect is surprising. I've never seen that happen before. But excellent.
Thank you, I guess.
I'm gonna step in to try to explain things to her. I'm gonna give Olga the side eye and be like, "Good job explaining so far. I think I'll take it from here." Yes. So this was actually kind of a step towards that. have an artifact that we need to use from a questionable woman, and this is what she needed in return. And that artifact will help us hopefully figure out what exactly is going on.
All right. So that gives us a path forward.
Sure does.
I just like to understand what I'm doing, because clearly this is a thing I'm doing now.
All right. Well,
Gideon will speak up actually, and he will say, Rowan, my father clearly put some trust in you if he sent you here. I'm sure this is the quest you're meant to undertake.
Even me?
You were put on the path too. Let's
Yeah.
roll.
All right.
All right.
So you guys start trudging back through the forest.
Wait. Before we leave, I want
Mhm.
to chop off 2 goblin ears, not ears, heads, and put them in my bag.
Okay. Can you roll me 2 survival checks, please?
Okay.
I
have plus
with
9.
advantage. Well, then this will make it very easy.
Alright.
That's reasonable.
Imagine if both out of net ones.
It's something I could easily visualize him accomplishing easily. Like his whole character just would be like, snap. It'd be done very quickly.
Yeah. Grab a couple heads, stick them in the bag. Trophy's good. Boil them down, make skulls out of them later.
Well, we're not getting too fancy unless we're selling these things. Like,
I thought it was the ears you guys needed to sell. Also, sorry about scaring off those goblins. I didn't know that you guys were on a hunt for goblin ears.
Oh, nice.
And I got 21.
Medical grade dissection.
Those heads in your bag are earless heads, aren't they?
All right,
Yep.
roll one more.
I
Like
already
roll another.
rolled 2.
Oh, you did. You rolled. No. That one is one roll because you have advantage. So now you roll for the second head, also with advantage.
Oh, alright.
So you got a dirty 20 on the first roll, which is
Ooh, baby!
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
That's a good start.
Wow.
And a nat 20 for the second one.
Does he get a reward for this at least?
Okay, so a dirty 20 on the first head and a nat 20. Oh wow.
They're just like pristine.
So the first one, it looks pretty good. You've it's pretty straight. You've got a goblin head. The second one, it almost feels like you've created art. I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration for this.
Great.
Okay. Those are individual, correct? Or is that party?
Yes, they're individual.
Okay, noted.
Well, the condition of the heads doesn't matter that much, but alright. Let's go. Now we're good
Someone
to go.
says, low-key, hope y'all lose. Fire Lord for the win, praise the Phoenix.
Okay, so inspiration can be used in a variety of ways. I'm not going to restrict it to what the book says. So, if you have some sort of... Well, just ask me... When you have an idea, ask me if, like, can I use an inspiration to do this? And I'll let you know.
Can I give you my interpretation and you'll let me know if that aligns with it or not?
Sure.
Okay.
It almost feels like coins that you can bribe the GM with.
Well, they're used for a variety of things. Rerolls, story
Yeah, but
beats.
it's-
So you
It's
saving
like,
throws.
pretty please, and I have a point to give you for it. So like, there's a lot of different things.
Yeah, it'll be a case by case basis, but inspiration is a good thing to have.
Yeah.
All right, so you all watch as within, I'd say about it probably takes him like a minute on the first goblin head, and the second one was like wham, like he learned instantly what to do in order to easily decapitate the next one. So I'd say you guys are just standing there for about like a minute and 20 seconds while this lizardkin is decapitating two goblins.
Hmm. I look
They're dead,
suspiciously at him.
to be clear. They are dead. Do you continue on your way?
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
I look at him and I say in Orcish, "Давай кого-то в городе так убьем. Неплохо получилось у себя."
Хорошо, если они того заслужат. Обязательно.
Обязательно. Okay, I'm gonna write the translation now.
Yeah, and make sure to go over to the tab so that the stream can see it.
Oh yeah.
And
the
I will
Orcish chat.
I will assume the honor code that nobody else is going to stream snipe.
Okay, hold
No, I'm
So
watching Family Guy. I'm just kidding.
gross. I'd rather you. I shouldn't say that on the channel publicly. Anyway, I'm not a fan of that show. I'm not a fan of that show.
I was just saying it because it's a meme. Yeah, never mind.
So you guys trek back. You've got the you've got the heads and the ears. You arrive at the edge of the forest, which is where the weeping cauldron is that the drow woman gave you the quest. Do you pass it, or do you go inside, or what would you wish to do now? In order to get the bounty for the goblins, you're going to have to go to the trading post.
Let's talk to
I
the
feel
draw
like-
woman first. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like my character wouldn't really care that much about the goblin bounty as of right now. Like that can wait. In my character's opinion.
I would go into the cauldron first.
All right.
The cauldron.
Alu will give Zmi, or wait, no, sorry, Zmai?
Zmi.
Yes?
It's Zmei.
Zmai.
Yeah.
Okay. He will give Zmai the rest of the gobliniers that he picked up, and he will be staying at the Drawing Courtier for the moment.
Actually,
So he gives you guys the ears, and then he goes to the Drawing Courtier.
So when we talk to the draw woman, I want like instead of like making it like a full session thing, I have a big favor to ask her. I think Volga is kind of realizing something with his stupid head, but he's still understanding something.
All right. So you remind. Oh man. Let me look into one thing because this is important.
I don't think anyone knows what me and Kyutsuki are planning except for the chat.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be right now. And then I'll just murder you in your sleep.
What? For what?
Whatever you're planning.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
don't worry, it's
So-
totally fine.
So you open the door. Well, actually, let me roll a couple of things now that I know what I'm knowing. Okay. All right. You open the door, and well, as you go to reach for the door opens, and a small imp goes bing bong,
Ah,
and the drow woman looks up from her desk.
hello, I no longer want to eat imp.
Bing bong,
You're good.
and and she says, "Well, that oh, that's very nice, dearie. Um, so did you take care of the thing I needed you to take care of?"
So Volga brings the maggot, like brings the tinder box to her, and shows her the maggot. But this make me smarter, but this is what is left from the lady.
He eyes your party. She flicks a hand and the contract appears, and she looks over it and she goes, I believe I asked for a head.
The tiny owl comes and steps in front and says, I'll sign your contract with the rest of these, but only if you tell us what it is we're hunting.
Ooh, she looks at you. Can you make me an intimidation check?
Nice.
I'm gonna speak up and say, no, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna stay silent.
Ouch.
Oh,
I do. Scary.
Well, you don't intimidate her, but you do get a smile out of her. Like, not like a, oh, look at this person trying to intimidate me smile. More of a smile of, I'd say, pride. She gets it. She gets what you're trying to put down, and she respects it. She will say she will look at the contract and look back, and she curls it back up and she goes, "Oh, dearie, there's no need for threats. I knew you wouldn't come back with a head." And she smiles at you all. She says, "The reason I asked for the head was so that if you brought back a head, I'd know you hadn't killed her."
I'm not sure we did.
Yeah, I'm not convinced she's actually.
When I ate the maggots, she spoke to me, and then I became smarter.
Yeah, he. By the way, he did that.
He well, I guess I did say that you could eat her. Interesting though that you say your intelligence has gained a boost.
I have lived my life in darkness until today. Can you give me some more of this? I am seeing the light, but not fully. It's still dim. I would
He
give
looks at
anything
you.
for it.
I'm gonna step
Anything-
in and
Anything,
step in
deity.
and be like, I'm gonna step in and be like, you don't want to do that.
I need to see the light.
He will do anything that I agree to for him.
I see. So you're like the group advisor then. I didn't notice you in the beginning.
That's why I
Did
said
you
I
just
would come
join?
sign- Yes, that's why I
We need
said
to
I would
make a
come
new
sign your
P.
contract.
Someone was waiting to make a new feat. Mage Eater.
You are not
She
going to
says-
eat me. Stop it.
He says, well, Diddy, I'd love to add you to the contract, but the contract is complete.
Oh. Do you know what it was that we were hunting? Because I'm actually more interested in knowledge.
Oh, of course, Diddy, of course. I wouldn't have sent you after her if she was just some normal woman prancing about in the forest.
She had some neat tricks. Very evil neat tricks.
Oh, she has many more to come, but you've delayed it for the time being, and I am grateful. What kind of knowledge do you seek about her?
Simply what she is. Because she's not human.
No,
Just
she's
speak up.
definitely not that.
And say a hag.
Ooh, she looks at you. And then she smiles and says, yes. That was a green hag. And she was a thorn in my side.
And the tiny owl pulls out a book and starts writing things down in it.
Ah.
She'll say, she was a green hag. But I believe their kind call themselves forest hags. She was, and she turns to Gideon, impacting the environment. And he kind of looks away because he knows she's right, but he doesn't want to like admit that he was
He was
like being
wrong.
a little like he's like, oh, you got me. Yeah, she's right.
Got you in what sense?
Ah. Yes, the forest around the area was tainted in some way. It appeared that there was some sort of bleed through to the Feywild.
But is she dead or is she inside me?
Oh no, dear, you just ate a maggot.
But why did I hear a voice?
Well, that is a complicated answer that requires a little more payment to find out. But
Connor,
yes.
knowing that she's a hag, can I have an Arcana roll to try and figure out what happened with Sake?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There is also the maggot in front if you want to.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow.
You know that green hags are very fey based, very like psychic and mind control-y. And you can pretty firmly assume that she's dead in the way that you can kill a hag, but you also know that it's extremely temporary for green hags. They come back. You got to do a lot of work to actually kill a green hag.
Oh no.
The information is shared with the group. Bulga, I suspect that she was using some sort of mental manipulation to try and get you to kill us. You just came out of it smarter, like a fever dream.
Make me more smart. I look at the lady.
There are things that we can buy that can make you more smart.
No, I want to become smart fast. I look at
well, it sounds like you have quite the conundrum to think over then. Yes, you could purchase some things. But well, that would be a waste of gold and some time. I could do. I could help you in this regard,
Ooh,
but it will cost you.
what?
She laughs. Oh, let's say you will owe me a favor.
All right.
No.
It's my life.
Do you understand what owing someone a favor means before you agree to it?
Yes, I owed someone a favor before, and then I ate them.
Well,
But
that is quite the story.
But if I become intelligent, I might not be eating everything. Now I'm tempted. I'm still tempted to eat things, but I see.
You can
things.
see that like her facade, like her like mannerisms. You're not even going to need to roll an insight for this. Bolga annoys her like a lot, and she is taking a lot to like keep it together.
Can I can I have an insight check to get some idea of whether or not she might in fact be some sort of evil thing?
You may, but I will roll that. I need to know your modifier.
Not very good. I think it's like a 4. Yeah, it's a 4.
Like a +4?
Yeah, I'm proficient in insight.
Oh yeah, that's actually I mean that's not bad. All right, let's see.
Well, I mean, in comparison to my proficient charisma things, it's not good.
Well,
My charisma.
yeah, that's
my charisma is surprisingly high. I don't know how long that's will last.
you get a vibe that there's something off, but not really anything that you would describe as like evil. Like ill-intentioned. Like she wants a tit for tat situation here. She is looking for a favor from what looks to be a promising mercenary, and she seems to have some sort of knowledge about how to get him what he wants. And in return, she would get a mercenary to call on at some point.
Yeah.
Then just watching that, then yes, the tiny owl will step out of the way. It's your life, but you know what making promises does.
Yes.
Don't eat the next person you make a promise with.
Yes.
She laughs loud. And this one, you can tell the other one was a little forced. This one is genuine. She says, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, Daddy. There's no way he's going to be able to eat me."
All right, so I step over and get ready to become intelligent or whatever it is.
All right.
I'm going to back up a few feet.
She will pull out another contract and she will write it down. And she has you sign in blood.
I do that.
You do that. And she rolls it up and she says, "Okay, dearie, now this is going to hurt a lot. And I'm going to need you several things. You're going to need to roll 3d4s for me."
Okay, roll 3d4s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So your dex is now 10.
Okay.
Your wisdom is now 6. And your charisma is now 8.
Okay. Okay,
Your
can
intelligence.
you write this down for me so I modify it on my?
Yes.
Actually, let me do it here. Okay, so my charisma is what? 8. My wisdom is 6. And my dexterity is what? 10. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Your intelligence is now a 12.
Oh my god.
I would like to thank you.
Okay.
I mean, he paid a price and he paid another price.
Maybe I should not have done that, but maybe it's no use about crying or about spilled milk.
Bolga,
Oh,
are you okay?
Yes.
Where did the top hat come from?
Name me Bolga. Call me Bolga the Orc or something like that. I don't know. I need a last name, don't I? Oh dear. I'm remembering things that I should not remember. Did I actually kill my human companion, my only friend?
You said you ate them.
I ate them. You see, like him becoming like very like upset and stuff. Like you can see tears flowing. He's like,
Make me a
"Oh,
Constitution saving throw, please.
me?
Yeah.
You don't
Also,
want to
what's
kill
your
me?
current alignment? What's your current alignment though?
It with my intelligence, it's most chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Okay, so my Constitution saving throw would be okay. 1d20 plus. What is that? Oh, nat 20.
Wow. All right, hold on. I still have to roll something though. Hold on.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So you take 1 point of psychic damage.
And I die, and I
And-
fall because I only have one point to begin with.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Well, at least I
god.
had nat 20, man.
You fall. Your companion Bolga, he was recalling this experience. His eyes welled with tears, and then he just bam down onto the floor. Bolga, for you remember this, and then there's just this inky blackness, and then you are floating. And you see in vivid memory the almost the surrounding around you at this time. Like you can see things that you shouldn't be able to remember. And you relive this moment of when you, as your former self, devoured your closest friend and companion.
But how? Since I'm intelligent, can I, or am I too distraught for it? Like, can I like investigate how this happened?
You're not able to really move anywhere on your
But
own.
no,
This isn't like a
can I try to
lucid
like kind of
dream.
understand what was happening?
Well, yeah, I mean, I assume this is your character eating someone else. What
But
does your
no, I don't have a recollection of like what's it called? But how did I lose my intelligence prior and stuff? Was I always dumb? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Like there should be something secret that I don't know.
as you are working that, you're seeing this scene, you're thinking that to yourself, Was I always this? Did I? You know what happened?
Huh.
And you hear a voice in your head, and it booms loudly, and you hear, ah, such a lovely servant you used to be. And then everything goes black, and you are back. For you guys, what everyone else saw, Bolga collapsed to the ground, and for a moment or two, there was a black smoke swirling, very thin, almost imperceptible, was flowing from his body. And I want, what is everybody's passive perception?
Mine's just 6 now.
11.
11, okay.
Mine is 13.
13.
13 or 30?
13.
Okay. So
Imagine 13.
11.
11. And not even Gideon has passive perception enough to notice this. So yes, you see the black smoke, and then Bolga gasps, and he is back. He is conscious.
well,
But Bolga, your body is heavy. You feel paralyzed. You can barely move.
well, I say, well, that was an experience.
What happened?
Some weird growly voice spoke to me and said I was a great servant or something. I didn't serve anybody, or I don't remember serving anybody. And in fact, I don't remember anything clearly until, I would say, now.
Huh. Well, you look pretty beat up still. Probably should have done this earlier, but how damaged is everyone? Are you the only one that took damage, like in that fight?
I think so.
I'm pretty beat up.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna do a mass healing word here, which would be 6 living creatures. So,
Is let me look something up real quick. I just want to know if this is.
is there a reason I can't?
All right, well,
do
that's.
that, or-
Oh, because it's healing word. Okay, I see. No, you can. I just wanted to know if it was able to also be cast as a ritual spell, but that wouldn't make sense for mass healing word. So yes, please.
But
Continue.
what, 12 was +1, right?
Say again.
12 was +1, correct?
What is +1?
12.
12, yes. 12 is +1.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Are you sure you want a cat? Well, I shouldn't. Do as you will do.
Yeah. Okay, so it says 6 living creatures heal 1d4 plus 1d4 spell level plus my charisma. Do we roll that for each character, or is that one roll I do and that's applied to everyone?
That's a good question. Party, how would you like that to be handled? Do you want to roll each of you yourselves, or would you like Skylar to roll one roll and you will both heal that much?
Let him roll it, in my opinion.
Yeah, let him roll one time.
Oh, pressure. Okay.
All right. So one time. What level are okay? Here's why I'm okay. I am going to step in. So mass healing word, it's 1d4 plus your spell modifier and another d4 each spell slot given. Given that only 2 of your party members are severely damaged, I would suggest regular healing word and upcasting it for each person.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot that I was thinking in terms of combat stuff, and I couldn't, and thinking of limitations that I don't actually have.
And to save you from, you heal one. Choose who you'd like to heal. Who is the lowest, Bolga? Okay, so Gideon will actually
with 0.
Bolga will actually walk up. I mean, Gideon will walk up to Bolga, and he will use Cure Wounds on him.
Thank you,
Bolga.
sir.
How many hit points? What is your max hit points?
It was 45, I think.
All right,
45. No, not 45. Sorry, 39.
39. Okay. So 1d8 plus 1d8 per spell level plus 4. And I have up to a 3rd level spell slot. All right, he will spend a 4th level, a 3rd level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on you. And that'll be 6, 9, 14, 19 plus 4, so 23. You heal up to 23.
To 23 points or plus 23 to like what? Oh yeah, right.
No. Yeah, your current hit points are 23.
This is much better. I'll need to some time to think about what happened.
That gives me room to use Cure Wounds on Sovdark. Q, you're not injured, are you?
Yep, I am full. I didn't get a scratch in that fight.
All right, so if I'm doing this at 3rd level, that's 3d8 plus 4, correct?
It would be at 3rd level.
3rd level, Cure Wounds, 3d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Don't roll all that high.
Oh,
nice.
it's all right. Yeah. All right, so you heal 20 points.
Pull up.
Nice.
By the way, I look at the draw lady and I say, I apologize. I ever threatened to eat you.
Oh, I've had much worse, dearie.
I nod.
Well, I suppose I should hold up my end of the bargain, and she'll go back to the back of the shop, and she will bring out this device. And
a device.
It's basically a pendulum on like a dowsing rod, and she will hand you.
I'm gonna look at it closely to make sure that it's the same as it was before.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh.
You're not sure. It probably is. Looks the same.
Okay.
And she will pull out 3 crystals. One of them is this inky blue dark crystal that almost seems to waver and float in this environment. When she holds it, it seems to bob up and down. She has another one that is bright orange that descends into yellow. And at the very bottom of this crystal, it is bright blue. And the third crystal she has is light, a pale blue, and almost like a cloudy outline around this crystal. And she hands them to Kai, and she says, "As promised." And of course, I have crystals that, well, let's say the device can be modified if you have the need.
Aha. So, it seems that this device is currently, well, let's say calibrated. I don't know what word you'd use for it, but for elemental things. If we were to switch its purposes, how would we do that? Like what it's looking for?
Oh, simple. You just swap out the crystal.
Okay.
The divining device is not specifically aligned to the elementals. The crystals I'm giving you are. The device could pick up portals, from any plane.
Ah. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Seems very useful.
It is indeed, isn't it? And she smiles warmly. Well, if you need anything else, I am a magic and potion shop. If you have any more desires to trade. Otherwise, I feel I will be seeing you again at some point soon. At least for the shorter-lived races.
I assume I'm short-lived. Interesting. How long do orcs live? I don't remember. He actually asks us in character.
Okay, anybody who wants to answer can roll me a history check.
Yeah, you know what?
This is not something I would know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I crush that. I'm just gonna tell you outright what it
You
says.
know that you are aware that orcs do rarely make it past 50.
Oh, so I'll have lived half my life already.
Now, you're not
Well.
sure if that's because they live violent lives or if their lifespan is literally like they are human-wise 80 when they hit 50. It's not very clear to you.
Probably
But
first.
it is hard to find a dwarf that's over like an orc that's over like 50, 55 years old.
And now I think about it, it would probably be very difficult to not worth it to try to do an anatomical study. Like on orcs, you just be like, yeah, let me not bother. Like that, they'll figure it out, maybe.
I see. You see him like just like start thinking again. He likes to think now because this is like for the first time in his life he's able to.
You can see the steam rising up off of his head, evaporating all the water that was in there because there's now brain filling it up.
So where is everyone staying? We should probably go there and use the device and figure out where we're going next.
I'm
Yes.
staying close to to exit door.
Well, we're gonna need to find the. We're gonna go probably back to the inn, right?
I don't know. Are you?
That's my vote. I think we should. I think I could use the long rest, and I think we have a space, like Softark said, to. I'm sorry. What is your character's name? So I don't have to.
Rowan.
Rowan. Okay, good. So yeah, like Rowan had a point that we should probably settle in, actually use this thing, and then plan what to do for tomorrow.
I think the better reminder is I don't know this town. I've never been here before. I don't know where you're staying because I don't know where there is to stay. So I'm kind of following you.
All right. Well, I'll show you where the inn is.
Fabulous, thank you.
What
I-
time of the day is now?
I'd say it's getting to late afternoon, early evening.
I think we should give up that bounty, and all those ears are slowly rotting away in my bag.
Okay, that's a good point. Where was the bounty board again?
In town?
Actually, oh wait, you don't turn in a bounty at the bounty board, do you? You kind of go to wherever it said on the bounty.
Yeah, did you take the bounty down from the bounty board?
The Guardian did.
Alu?
Yeah, Alu did. I mean,
All right. You will have to go to the inn to get him, or rather to get that as he walked away.
Let's just go back to town and ask someone who can take those ears and give us gold.
but Alu has the.
Let's go to the inn, go get the bounty, go turn the ears in before they decay any further. Go back to the inn and use the device and plan for tomorrow.
Yep, let's go and do it.
By the way, Connor, question. Before, yes, I'm going with them as well. But Connor, question: does my alignment change or not really?
That one,
It's up to you because
you know what?
if I don't change my alignment, he's still gonna be, his plans are not gonna change that much.
With how you're acting, yeah, I'm gonna say that your alignment changes to lawful neutral.
I see.
Because yeah, that's fair enough. Your drastic change in character is probably now lawful neutral rather than chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm. All right.
In the D&D Elementals chat, I have posted a zoomed in map as to where you are, and a zoomed out map of the entire Sword Coast.
Should I show it on the stream?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, probably. The big one is you're not going to get much detail from it because it needs to be zoomed in, but the area map, the local area map, is probably good to show on stream.
Yeah, I think some people might be familiar with.
All right, there we go.
From other campaigns.
Is this the one from Baldur's Gate as well? Faerun?
Technically, yes. Baldur's Gate is that little port city that you can see below that mountain crag, directly east of the words Sea of.
I see.
Yeah, directly east of Sea of Swords.
Yeah, it's right in the center.
Yeah, that's Baldur's Gate.
It's so small.
Well, it's more like this map is very big.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. I apologize.
No, that's not.
That's not actually Baldur's Gate.
No, Baldur's Gate is east of Mintarn, which is if you go a little bit more north, I think. Wait. Oh man.
Yeah.
Freaking.
Yeah, it's closer to. Well, anyway. So that's your generic and your local and your world maps. I need to know the marching order as to the entering of the Drawn Courtier.
I would be leading Rowan in, I think, kind of giving the basic lay of the land and introducing where we've been staying, at least.
All right, so you both enter the inn, and you're showing Rowan the inn. It's an acceptable inn. It's an inn. It's got a little stage, got a bar, lots of tables. There's I would say it's about 75% full right now.
I'm gonna look for
Who is next?
Oh, okay, yeah. That would probably be Gideon.
Me, I guess.
Actually,
All right. You take a single step into the establishment, and Propha, the woman behind the counter, immediately looks up and says, "No, no, 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 no! You keep that bloody dead body stuff out of my inn."
Oh, okay. So I guess
And for Rowan, you can see a woman standing behind the inn. I believe I have a picture. Oh, is it in dice rolls? Did I accidentally put it in dice rolls? Rud, I think I did. One second, I'll get you an image. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. You see an elvish woman, looks like maybe a half elf. Short cropped blonde hair and a very well worn but clearly effective set of plate armor. And she is glaring, and I will post a link in the dice roll chat. If you click what I replied to, you will see an image, and that is Propha.
Why didn't you?
And the tiny owl steps forward and says, "Apologies. We're here to pick up the bounty papers so we know where to take the dead body stuff. It's not coming in."
She says, "You're right, it's not coming in. But the bounty collection is at the trading post."
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Am I there too?
Yeah. All right, what?
Am I there too?
I assume if you followed the group,
did.
you saw crud. I forgot the pronunciation again. Q, can you remind me?
It's me.
Zmi. Okay. You see Zmi take one step in. You hear Propha shout, and then you see him immediately retract that step back to outside.
I see.
Can I tell if that was of his own accord or not?
You can certainly make an Arcana roll.
Oh, that's the wrong.
My Arcana roll is now +1. That's funny.
All right.
Oh crap! I have proficiency in nature.
Wow.
It looked like it was his own decision.
Okay, cool. I will be right back. I'm still listening. I just won't.
By the way, what can I use nature rolls for?
A lot of things. It'll depend on the situation, but I also have to be right back. Probably 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Drink break.
Now I'm afraid of that elf woman. Women are scary.
She's probably just upset because of the dead bodies. That's it.
Well, how am I supposed to know?
I don't know. You know, that's a good question. I didn't know until recently.
Generally, most people don't like dead bodies being brought into their house.
You know, I agree. I used to like to eat them, but not anymore. Why did I even do
Same.
this?
I suppose we won't be sharing any more mice then, Volga.
No. Thank you,
Fair
but no.
enough. No, that is fair.
Wait, when did I eat that mouse? Oh no, I'm remembering.
Yesterday? It was offered to you. It wasn't a problem. It was just a snack that I had.
You see, Bolga just like, again, going into thoughts. Just like, you know, it's very weird to actually think and ruminate on things these days now. I've only been able to do this for like 30 minutes, and I'm regretting everything.
It will take time. You will get used to it.
You know, hopefully I don't remember anything too bad. Good thing I feel like it's a good thing I passed away. Not passed. Well, almost passed away, but passed out during the time I remembered eating my human friends. Otherwise, I feel like I would have gotten into a rage again, and I had no
That is
help.
Hey, it is fine. We all make mistakes. What's important is that we learn from them. And that we don't eat our friends again.
True.
You can't change the past. The past is what the past is.
Yeah, he's just nodding, going like he's just thinking about things, just like okay. Yeah.
But it will definitely take some time to integrate the past into your new level of smarts.
But I do not recall the past. It feels like a dream.
Considering how you reacted to remembering other things, that might be for the best.
Maybe.
Oh, and I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. Where's Connor?
Probably still gonna drink or whatever he was doing. Everybody needs a break sometimes. He spends most of his time talking.
I might go grab a snack real quickly then. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't say anything on stream that I would not want to say.
Shmi, there is one thing that could become a problem later, though.
What is it?
Are you planning on keeping the skulls?
Of course.
We need somewhere to put them then.
Well, I'm planning to skin them, put them on my shoulder, and use them as my pauldron.
No, I mean like because they can't come into the inn right now.
I guess if they're part of armor, she can't really do much about it.
No, I just mean like how long is it going to take you to skin them and put them on your armor?
I don't know, probably 5-10 minutes. I will do it later.
No, that is fair. If it doesn't take very long, that's very different.
Yeah. I will just leave those heads on Iggy's back and we'll just take ears.
That's
Oh, that's a good point because Iggy's got to stay outside anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Iggy can keep them safe.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. The image of like outside of this inn, there's like a tie like a tie bar where you'd like tie horses and there's like 3 horses and then like a dire wolf and then Iggy. And they're all just like people's mounts chilling outside.
Yeah. Bulga, I'm curious. Was your friend already dead while you was eating him?
Ooh, I would like to actually roll for insight or investigation for this one. Maybe if
Good question.
Okay,
it's.
let's
I wonder if
then
Connor would
wait.
let me.
Well, if he was already dead, then I don't see anything wrong with eating him. Because it's free meat, free protein.
Well, I would like to stay away from eating the dead from now on.
You're gonna eat live things? I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I know, it's just
I don't
You're
think
gonna
it's
want to cook things now.
I would actually want to eat actual food and order it in moderate amounts. Because I feel like I ate way too much last night too.
Well, if you eat one rotten apple, it doesn't mean that every apple is rotten, you know?
Mhm. And then in Orcish I turn to him and say, "Ну знаешь что? Я
So,
все еще чувствую, что как варвар я должен убивать, но справедливо."
разделяю твои порывы.
He should write that in the in the Orcish. Yeah.
Yeah, I always forgot.
By the way, that was a very important plot point, just so you know.
Yeah,
So an Orcish for a reason.
it was peak right.
Where is everybody? By the way, chat.
The GM has returned.
Ah, right on time.
yeah, they were just starting to
Okay.
panic.
All right, so you have just been told that you need to go to the trading post in order to.
By the way, before we do that, Zmi asked me a question. Not in Orcish. The Orcish talk was separate, but what question did you ask me, Zmi? Again, remind me. You said
Was your friend already dead when you eat? Or you kill him,
I don't
special for
remember.
eating him?
Maybe I could read the letter that he wrote me, or
Who'd you
something.
hand it to?
I think I handed it to Sky or
Oh, you
something. I
did?
don't remember.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna read it then.
All right.
All right. You want me to keep.
It seems.
Yeah.
Oh, are we keeping it? Are we reading it out loud to the group?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, okay,
go
sure.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boga says, "Go ahead." Yes, I gave it to you. I barely remember giving it to you, but okay, go ahead and read it.
It's a letter that expresses not a romantic type of love, but more of a brotherly love. It recounts a couple of times where Bulga had protected him in some way, and recounts the several adventures they went on. And it concludes with a very heartfelt, sappy type of ending,
I
and
see.
then it is signed at the bottom.
What's the name? I don't even remember his name. Oh my god.
Was a human, right?
Yes.
Damien Fairweather.
Damien Fairweather. Okay, let me write this down. I see. So, do I understand if he was dead from this letter, or did I kill him? Do I remember that?
Roll me. Hmm.
Remembering what is remembering?
Roll me a. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Roll me a history.
All right. My history modifier is now +1. Okay. Hey, not too bad.
You think that that you killed him? Yes.
Oh,
I feel you see him like saddened. Yeah, I killed him,
Hmm.
and who
Well,
knows?
remember, the past is the past. We learn from the past.
He's just nodding. Okay. All right. I'm done with that one. Let's go. Whatever.
All right. So, there was a question about skinning the goblin heads and
oh
putting the
yeah.
skulls on the armor.
I wanted to skin those two heads and use the skulls as pauldron. Would it be just decorations, or it would be
It
plus
wouldn't.
for my AC?
It wouldn't give you no. It wouldn't give you any AC bonus, but it would look
Okay.
intimidating.
All right, great. That's what I was wanting in the first place.
Your best bet is probably a leather worker.
Oh, he can't do it himself.
I can do it myself.
You can attempt. Yeah, it would be a survivor roll.
Well, not right now. When we gonna do a long rest or something.
All right. Well, we might get close to that. I don't know what else we're gonna do. We can't go in until we deal with the dead body stuff. As oh, you know what? We can go turn in the goblin ears at the trading post.
Yes. Let's just do that.
Yeah, we need to
let's
get
do
rid
it.
of those first.
Yeah, they stinks already.
All right.
How?
So
What if we persuade her to allow us?
that's
I'm not going to persuade her to break her own rules like that.
I wish I played a bard. Anyhow.
I'm gonna tell you right
But
now.
you also wish I don't play a bard.
A bard would fail harder. Am I wrong?
I don't know. You'd have to try.
Yeah, hopefully Damien's Fairweather's family is not angry with me. They probably are.
It's possible, but you don't really need to deal with that unless you have to go back there.
Yeah, I mean we do have to get rid of the goblin ears anyway.
So let's go do therapy later and get rid of goblin ears now.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah,
We
if you
need
ever
gold.
have to go back there, it's not like there's somebody listening that can make you go back there. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't say anything.
I mean, his family probably doesn't live like near the orcs. He probably went there himself, so like they're probably either from this town or somewhere else. I don't know. Well, he was kind of a transplant, you see. He wasn't from around where the orcs live. Humans usually don't go there because,
Foreign exchange student.
we're a crazy bunch.
An orcish exchange student.
Yeah, the Orcish exchange student.
No, he was, if I'm recalling correctly, which I know I am, he might have been studying us. Wait, was I just a specimen to him? Okay, never mind. Let's go turn in those
Goblin ears first, therapy later.
All right. So you head to the trading post. It is like a 2-minute walk from the from the drawn-in courtier. It is not a large town. And you enter, and there is a gruff-looking dwarf behind the counter.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Their beard is quite done up. It is been straightened, meticulously taken care of. There is not a single stray hair among the entire beard.
All right,
and it goes down to their chest.
All right, in that case, before I even say anything, I'm gonna look them up and down and give like an appreciation, like wow.
I'll just straight up say it that nice beard, old chap.
Oh, you're a silly old chap.
Yeah, my charisma is now very low, so
They
clear my throat and be like, I'm just gonna clear my throat.
She stays, whispers, Olga, I'm pretty sure that's a fairly young man.
You whisper that. How low do you whisper that?
Stage whisper. He can totally hear, and that's the intention.
My passive perception is 6.
They go.
I'm sorry about the confusion, ma'am.
Yes. Well, not many outsiders have seen a well manicured female dwarf.
Yes.
I understand the confusion.
Yes. It's a very nice place you have here. I'd like to turn in the goblin ears.
The goblin ears, that's one of the bounties, right?
It sure is. And we had to fight a hag to get these.
Oh, a hag, really interesting. Well, you'll have to talk with Boris about that. And she kind of leans back a bit in her chair, faces towards an off room, and she goes, "Boris, you got bounty hunters." And this elderly looking elf walks out, quite wizened, long eyebrows, a scruffy beard, not as long as the dwarf lady's beard, but there's a beard there.
Yeah.
And he says, bounty, which one?
The goblin one.
The goblin one. Oh, I put that one up a bit ago. What was the reward?
Well, I'm gonna say, actually, out of character, Connor. What was the reward?
Someone roll deception.
Can you remind us?
That was up to you guys to write down.
I think it was 30 gold for one pair.
Can I interject?
Of ears.
Go ahead.
Can I be I think it was maybe 40 gold, 50 gold, I don't remember.
Roll me a persuasion check.
With my crappy charisma. Okay, let's see.
Your charisma is.
Does he know he's lying?
I know he's lying. 'Cause
Yeah,
that would be
I think.
movie.
I think a persuasion. See, I'm going with persuasion. If he knows he's lying, it needs to be deception.
I don't know if he's lying or not. He doesn't remember, so.
Then it's a persuasion.
Okay. Okay, -2.
Because I don't know if he's
Hey,
lying.
not
so-
bad.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay, good roll.
Can I act this out?
Oh.
Excuse me, please, but I do not. He's like very polite and like, not as charming, but like his newfound intelligence makes him sort of like bearable now. Going like, excuse me, yes, but I think it was 40 or 50 gold. I don't recall exactly, but we did the job quite well, as you can see.
Looks you up and down, looks at your party. He grunts. That sounds a little high. What did you say? Goblins? Goblin ears? Goblin group?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll pay you 33 gold a pair.
We also have 3 pairs of hobgoblin ears.
Now those are a high price item. Okay. I'll give you 33 gold for the 15, as in each pair. I'll give you 47 for each pair of hobgoblin.
Sounds like a deal.
Right.
And I handle him a bag full of goblin ears.
All right, you hand him the goblin ears, and he looks. He's trying to hide his disgust, but there is disgust when he takes the bag, and I'll get one of the others to look through this and make sure. And he goes to the back, and he comes out with some platinum.
What?
And that platinum would be, let me see, 1 second.
I like how there's some D&D sheets that don't even have a space for platinum because they're like, you're not gonna just count the gold. Also, Electrum isn't really.
He gives you each 5 platinum. No, I'm sorry, 50 plat.
Each.
1 platinum is 10 gold. 50 platinum. 7 gold. No, that's not right.
No.
He gives you 579 gold worth of coins. Let's just make
Okay.
this easy.
Total or per person?
Total.
Okay.
Much thanks.
Well, if you do any more of the bounties on the bounty board, please hesitate to come bother me. And he kind of walks back into his office and shuts the door.
He slams it super hard.
No, he doesn't slam it, but he is clearly disinterested.
Yeah, something
Yes.
tells me this man would not have had patience with my old self. Like that's Boga is joking. Like he's saying, like he probably wouldn't have liked the previous dumb Boga, basically.
Okay.
How much gold we get again?
Counter
579.
579 worth.
500. Okay.
Well, we probably could have shaken him down for more. Okay.
I think that was our opportunity to do so.
Okay, we're rich now.
Oh, far from
Not
it.
particularly.
I don't know if I would call 579 gold rich, but okay.
Do you want to split it each way and give us all?
Oh yeah.
And okay, cool. All right, so we'll each get 96 gold and 50 silver.
Yay.
The dwarf woman looks at you all and says, "Do you have need of any supplies, or looking to pawn off some supplies, or were you just here for the bounty?"
No thanks, we good. We was here only for a bounty.
Can I ask her a question, by the way?
This is D&D. You can do
Yes.
whatever you want.
I look at her and I say, "Excuse me, please, but do you know anyone by the last name of Fairweather in this town?"
Mm. Ah, Fairweather. I believe I've actually heard that surname. Yes. Where have I heard that? I I believe they're one of the merchant guilds in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep Merchant Guilds?
Yes.
You,
After they tragically lost their son, they went into the business of collecting and selling rare antiques and artifacts.
they
There's a
lost
rumor.
they lost their son.
Yes, there's a rumor that they're looking for some sort of necromantic item to bring him back, but well, those are just rumors. We shouldn't put stock in them.
Oh dear. Hopefully they bring like he's trying to hide those, by the way, so he doesn't like get in trouble because he still has.
Make a deception check.
She gonna see through that.
Well, this is consequences, actions and consequences.
Okay, at deception check.
Yep.
Ah,
Okay. Please describe how your character. Please continue your statement.
he says he's saying that, well, I wonder what kind of necromantic item. Okay, no, that wasn't actually the statement I was gonna make. He's like, oh, so is there a bounty for his whatever killer?
Well, they never did find the body. I'm not sure if there was a. Well, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't listen to those types of gossip and drama.
Out of characters of true crime podcasts.
Yeah, true crime. Yeah, exactly.
He
Okay.
always seemed like such a nice orc boy. I don't know. I never expected him to just stab one day. It's horrifying.
So at this point in this ridiculous ass conversation, the owl is going to start rounding people up and kind of pushing them towards the door, but not pushing because I can't.
All right, I exit because like I'm afraid Boga is afraid of bounty hunters like start coming after him too now. So it's like,
She-
Okay.
As you
I'm going outside.
as you usher them out, she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, if you ever have any need of anything, come seek us."
Absolutely.
as
As we're
the
getting hit in the ankle by like
Yeah,
bird
being
wings,
softly
like,
brushed by owl wings.
Yeah, literally. That is literal. My strength is a -1. You are
Yeah,
not being pushed anywhere.
Okay,
no, you're
so
doing it basically out of courtesy.
as I'm
Hey,
walking,
stop it. That's mildly discomforting.
as we walk out, I'm whispering to them. He was the son of some rich guild.
Oh wait,
But
I do need to get something.
Oh, feel free, go back in. No problem.
Well, remember how I forgot to buy a hoard?
So do you go back in?
No.
Okay.
I think I'll wait.
I actually wanted to ask her something as well.
all right, so Boga stays outside because he thinks that if he speaks too much, he will be the bounty.
Oh,
a good
that's a
point.
good decision. You should stay outside for now. Yes.
I'm gonna go in.
As you can see, I'm not stupid anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome back, dear. What? Yes. You'd like to trade, perhaps?
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. I also had a question. My friend here, my reptile friend, might want to look for an armor or someone who can work with leather.
Oh well. I I'd say my cousin Fergus can get you some well-made armor and leather products. I believe he also does what's the word? Taxidermy?
Taxidermy.
No. Yes, taxidermy. He has a fascination with nature and wants to preserve certain creatures that catch his interest.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
out
sure
of
he could help you
character.
out. Yeah.
Oh, I have a question out of character. Skywolf,
Mhm.
what are you trying to do?
I was asking about your if I was asking. Well, I wanted to see about like getting some bracers of defense, but I also was asking about because you need someone um potentially to put those skulls on your armor. But now
Well,
that we know that there's taxidermists that might want heads, I don't know.
I can just tie those skulls with a rope, so I don't really need anything like that.
Fair enough. In that
Oh,
case, I think I'm gonna ask if she has some bracers of defense.
okay. Let's continue.
Oh, bracers of defense. She says, "Well, we could probably order one from one of the largest cities, but we don't really take on or sell magic items here on the outskirts."
Ah, understood. Well, I appreciate the information.
Do
Oh,
you have
anytime.
Do you happen to have a small but fast horse of some sort, or horse-like thing? I find myself mountless.
She says, "Well, Welver may have one. He's the cart salesman."
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
And once Rowan walks away, I'm gonna be like, "Do you think like you have like a leather thing I can put on my shoulder?"
Hmm. She hold on. She's gonna roll an insight for this. she said. She says, "Well, Fergus may be able to make you something like that, but I would recommend you get her consent and permission before you start buying paraphernalia that might allow her to reside with you on your adventure."
True.
By the way, while they're trading, how much time passes? Because Boga is feeling paranoid, so he might do a little bit of an investigation around the area to see if there are missing posters or whatever.
I'd say you have time enough to do that while they're talking. Go ahead
Okay.
and make me an investigation check.
Which I have a +1 to. Yay. D20. Is it 20D +1 or D20 +1?
D20 +1.
Hey, nice! 30-20.
Wow. You don't notice any missing posters or anything here that would relate to that. You do find an old parchment that seems to say like hiring, and it does say the Fairweather Guild.
I take that and I'm like, oh, interesting.
And at that point, Rowan and Kai, Rowan exits, and then a couple of seconds later, Kai exits.
You see Volga just shaking and showing them this. I think they're looking for me.
That looks like a job advertisement.
But
It
what
sure
if,
does.
Not like a wanted poster, Olga.
what if the job is to find the person?
Remember how they never found a body? They really don't know that a person killed him.
Connor, can I like just read the poster verbatim to him to try to reassure him?
You're gonna need to roll me an investigation check because this poster is old.
Okay.
It's barely legible.
Huh. Which kind of roll?
Investigation, please.
Okay.
Maybe it's an important job. Not bad.
All right.
It's not really legible. You can tell that it's clearly a job offer, but you're not sure for what.
Oh. All right.
Can I read it since I'm holding it?
You can attempt an investigation check, sure.
Yeah. Now since I'm more intelligent, I can. 20 + 1.
Do you know how to read?
No, apparently barely, but not enough.
No, you know how to read, but you can't make it out. It's very decayed and it's hard to read it.
It's too bad
So
copyright
very interesting though. I know how to. He goes like, now I know how to read. That means I might have learned at some point. Weird.
Oh, that's good.
That's a very weird plot point though. It's like, who taught him how to read?
It's been a strange day.
He nods.
A very strange day.
Yeah, it's not. It's literally been like less than like maybe 8 hours for you, Rowan. So like this has all happened within like less than a third of the day.
Class
Question.
8 hours ago, and I suddenly fell into you psychos' laps.
Is Zake's skin hard, tough enough that Rowan can just like land on his head?
I mean, he certainly has the strength.
So something I would point out to the room is that Rowan can't actually fly. So while you're making out of character plans, I can't fly without casting spells.
Oh, so
Can you at least
these
glide?
things genuinely would help you
He-
out.
So Rowan can cast levitate and use it as if it were fly, but it does require it is a spell-like ability. So I believe it's on a short rest.
It could have gone two ways. Bolga's character development. If he became like feral, and basically she used him as a mount, and I made a new character, or this.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that I could sit on someone's shoulder as opposed to getting my own mount.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'm not
That's
going
why
to
I
be
was-
flying and landing on someone.
That's
Bolga,
why I was thinking about a shoulder thing, because like I don't know if you guys have it like seen
Do you
Valkyrie people, but like
do you show signs of difficulty as you're hopping along the ground, or are you like trying to hide it?
Trying to hide the fact that walking hurts a little bit, or
Well, like if anybody looked at you, would they know you're struggling to move on the ground?
no, because she doesn't necessarily struggle to walk.
Oh, it's
Would
just
they do
it's
like-
just inconvenient of her length of stride.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just 2 foot tall.
Okay, continue.
So, Rowan, if you need a mount, there's plenty of place on Ig's or on my shoulder. So, if anything, feel free to choose.
maybe I
Would
can.
my-
Maybe I can.
Would she lift?
Go ahead.
She lifts a single foot. Would my claws hurt either of you?
Not at all.
No.
We have a very tough scale.
Yeah, and you can tell they're telling the truth. Sorry about that. Zmee's armor looks pretty sturdy, and Bolga is rippling with muscle and like protective fat layer. So you have a feeling that either of them would easily be able to just either it won't hurt them at all, or they'll just ignore the slight inconvenience of your claws in their shoulder.
Okay, because just for frame of reference for the chat and for everyone, the character is 2'6" and weighs 15 pounds.
Yeah, man. This is,
So it's like watching a 3-year-old chase their parents around when she's walking with them.
it's
Well,
really
Out of
I'm
care-
very strong.
Out of Game Master, I would be afraid if an owl was almost 3 feet large. They are very admirable creatures, but also I would not want to meet a 3-foot tall owl.
There are
Like at all.
plenty of owls that are almost that big.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually not like she is owl sized. I made her heavier than she probably should be.
Oh my goodness. There are owls that
Well-
get that big? Oh, that's terrifying.
The great
I am
gray owl
6
is almost
foot
3
tall.
feet tall.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean they're responsible for a lot of alien sightings, I think.
Oh yeah, and the Mothman legend is born from
Yeah, that is
a
almost
giant
assuredly an
owl.
owl. Yeah, that's fair.
Exactly.
Out of character.
And you?
You know what would have been funnier if like Bolga traded in his eye and wore an eye patch, and then he had an owl as like, "I'm matey." It would be like a pirate.
So, Rowan, you have 2 offers to, or you have 3 actually. You can either ride on Iggy, the Igasaur, the mount.
dinosaur.
Yeah, the dinosaur mount. Iguanodon, thank you. You can hop on to Zmee's shoulder or Bolga's shoulder, or you can continue walking as you normally do.
This is gonna look stupid, but she's gonna go lift her arms up to Zmee, or her wings up because she can't fly.
Uppies.
Well,
Literally.
she can. I'm sure she could flit up, a couple of
That's fair.
feet.
Okay, if I
But-
can do that, then yeah, she's gonna hop up and kip up onto his shoulders, so she's not running
Yeah,
quite so fast.
You can do
Okay.
like a chicken short term like boost of height to get up onto
Yeah.
his shoulders. I don't see a problem with that.
I've seen chickens and turkeys fly. I know exactly how graceful that looks.
Well, I can just lift you up and put you on my shoulder by myself.
However Rowan wants to do it, either way is fine.
It would probably be more dignified for an adult aged thing to fly up there, at least part of the way herself.
So, Zmi, you offer your hand, but she politely, flits onto your shoulder.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, now... Oh man, I just realized how broken that is. The ranger has the sorcerer on their shoulder. Oh god. So just bear in mind, Zmi, that if you get into melee range and it is not Rowan's turn, she will be a valid target. So I would
Okay,
suggest...
I will keep it in mind.
Yeah.
I have no
And same for Rowan.
the ranger into battle, but that's hilarious.
No, I just want to make sure everybody knows if you're on anyone's shoulder, you are a valid target for melee and range. Well, I guess range you're always a valid target, but for melee range, they could choose to either hit you or the person you're currently standing on.
100% fair.
Rowan, do you have any
otherwise, I would say with how light Rowan is, there's no real disadvantage. You're not gonna it's not like she's gonna get in the way. You're gonna be too heavy to do anything, all that jazz. You're fine. Birds have hollow bones, so you're good.
Yep, I mean I am 6 foot tall lizard. I mean
yeah,
you're
good.
I'm
It's
6
just
foot
like wearing a
3.
backpack with one strap.
All right, where would you guys? You exited the trading post.
So what time of the day is it?
It's about early evening. You've maybe spent 20, 30 minutes on this little back and forth.
Well, I think we should rest in the tavern. How about that?
Maybe out of character. Maybe we should finish the rest as a stopping point and do stuff now, or how do you want to do it, Connor?
Oh, that's fine. If you'd like to pause here, I don't have any strong opinion either way. I can continue going, or we can pause here.
Well, I want to continue going.
All right, I'll be fine with continuing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we go back to the inn, use the thing,
Exactly.
and then take an in-game long rest?
We're gonna need to skin those heads before we walk in those doors.
Okay, I was just saying.
That's true. Yeah, you're gonna need to go to Fergus.
Skinheads.
How bad do those heads smell?
I mean,
they're not rotten yet, but they smell like Goblin, which is to say not great.
They started out not great when they were alive.
Yeah, they started out pretty putrid, so...
Yeah, they smell like goblins and blood.
Yeah, it's certainly not the best scent that you've ever sniffed as a bird. It's pretty powerful for you.
Goblin looks, the Bolga looks a little still paranoid about everything.
So we collectively head to the leatherworker. Onward.
And up to Fergus you go. He is across the street from the Trotting Courtier, so it is not a long rest. I mean, a long walk. So you go to Fergus. He looks up from his tannery. And he goes, "Aye."
Hello.
Greetings. So I need you to turn those two smelly things into shiny skulls. Can you do that?
Ooh, smelly things. What you talking about, lad?
I go to Iggy, take
Mhm.
off those heads and handling it to him.
You just hand them both in like one in each hand towards him.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, "Oh, you got yourself a little goblin, a couple of goblin heads. All right,
Yep.
I can skin them."
You did mention that one of them looked like a work of art.
Well, no, I said he felt like he was creating a work of
Fair
art.
enough. All right.
He says, "This will take me about a day, but yeah, I can do that for you.
Can I ask him a question?
So,
You may. Again, Dungeons and Dragons. You can do what you want.
All right, I asked him a question. Do you know? Where was it? I'm trying to find.
You're gonna bring this fair weather.
And the
Crap
owl
again.
turns around, looks at Volga, and says, "Volga, shut the hell up."
Alright, Volga doesn't say anything. But he was going to ask about the fair weather.
A feisty one. I like ye.
And she
Well-
just nods friendly-ish at him from her perch.
Oh yeah, he nods back. I can appreciate an owlkin.
Well, most have never seen one of us.
I most have not been around the bend like I have. I've met many a strange creature. Not to say. Oh, I apologize, lass. Not to say you're strange. I just mean in the general sense.
Oh, but I am. I cannot fly.
Out of character.
Because
I'm
I
sure.
am not an owlkin.
Oh,
Oh.
well, ye look like one. No
I know.
offense.
Out of character. I hope the swamp that you come from. I'm pretty sure the swamp that you come from is very nice. They got to go in there.
Yeah, he's like, oh shoot, I made some assumptions here. Maybe I shouldn't have made.
Well, I suppose my mother is an owlkin, but my father is not. That is why I am blue.
That explains the coloration. Yes. But perhaps, and he looks at Gideon and he looks at Kai and he goes, Genasi, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yeah, I can skin these, polish them off. It'll take me about a day.
how much would it be?
Oh, for this kind of work, I'd say 7 gold a head.
Okay, here. And I handle him 7 gold.
Right, he takes the 7 gold. Well, you're gonna have to do 7 per head.
Per head, oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, here's 14 then.
Yeah, he'll take it and he'll say,
Snake.
What?
Может быть, он тебя обманывает.
Это не приходило мне в голову. Что ж, может, как-нибудь раскусишь его?
He looks towards both of you and he's like,
And the owl just looks down at him and goes, "Orcs."
I take the time you need.
Alright, so let me go to the...
Что ж, орк, мы получили золото не просто так, и в принципе можем позволить себе его тратить.
Ну да,
Так
кстати,
что
я согласен.
Ничего страшного.
Хорошо. Alright, so let me write this down for everyone to see, except for everyone the players.
Yeah, just write a summary and then continue. Go ahead and you can write me a summary after. It doesn't need to be right now. Just what? Oh, are you? or you can do it now.
Yeah, we're doing it now.
All right, you go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, I will just do
so
two
while they're-
sentences. Yeah, I wrote the first one. This is me. You will write your response, and that's it. Or I can write your response.
Yeah.
for you.
All right, while they're discussing in Orcish what they wish to do, what does the rest of the party do?
I think we should head back to the inn.
Gideon will hand him the wooden chain that he's well, I call it a wooden chain. I mean, it's made of wood, so it's not technically a chain, but it looks like a chain with a large ball on it, on the end. But it's just made of hardwood. And he says normally most druids shy away from metallic objects. And the man goes, "Oh, I've heard." And Gideon says, "I am not one of those druids. If it is not made by man and found in the ground and can be fashioned, I will permit myself to use it. Can you modify this with some silver inlay?" And then he thinks for a moment and he says, "As well as a cold iron inlay." And the dwarf, he thinks for a moment and he says, this is a beautiful piece. I could modify it, but are you sure? And Gideon says, yes. He says, for the silver and the cold iron, well, that's gonna be rough. I can do the whole thing for 50. And he will pull out 5 platinum and hand it to the man, and then hand his chain over. And then he turns back to Zmi and asks if you're ready. Do you accept the 14 gold payment?
All right. I think I'm ready.
All right. So he'll take the objects. He'll take the gold. Thanks you. And actually, he stops what he's doing. He grabs the heads and he goes into the back and he starts to do his work.
All right. It's probably going to be busy for the whole night.
Potentially, you're not sure. You're not sure if he plans to work through the night or if he is going to do the rest in the morning until the late evening. You're not sure?
I'm not a goblin taxidermist. I don't know that. I think that I don't think that really leaves much else to do.
Okay.
Well, it's not very hard work to skin 2 heads, so guess he will just do it for an evening.
Yeah, Zmi, you have a feeling that the chain work is going to be the real amount of time investment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does everyone go back to the inn with me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can continue.
All right.
As you enter, Zmi, Propha eyes you up and down. She says, "All right. You don't smell like Goblin. Come on in."
All right.
No dead things.
Yeah, we clean this. Not literally.
You notice On the stage is the same bard, Audra, and the image for Rowan, I will go ahead and just jump to for both your benefit and the chat's benefit of reminders. Zake, please click that. So Audra is once again playing on the stage, as she is a Faerunian renowned bard. So Rowan, you probably haven't heard of her.
Nope.
Can I compliment her? As opposed to like what I used to like do in the past.
You may.
And I throw her a gold, toss her a silver coin. Yes, I remember this music from. I don't remember. Was it my childhood or was it yesterday? But yes, I quite enjoy your music, lady.
She looks at you and she kind of gives you a little nod, and then she is continuing to focus on her music.
I see. Yeah, I walk away after throwing her the coin.
All right. We are gonna rent the rooms again. How much is it for a night?
It's about 2 gold per person.
Well,
Okay, I also rent a room.
Zmej. Давай
Yep.
понизим цену.
Хочешь
Alright, I'm gonna
разделить
use
комнату?
comprehend languages, and
На человека.
All right, Kai,
Oh.
you cast comprehend languages. From now on, you guys need to speak in English.
Okay, so what we were saying was, what if we get a discount?
No. Stop. He does not know what you said until now. You may
Okay.
continue your conversation, but he does not know what you said previously.
Okay. So, okay, we'll continue our conversation. Yeah. So, what if we just like talk to them, and instead of getting like 2 gold per person, we could make it like 1 gold per person or something, because this is
Yeah.
a ripoff.
Good idea. Let's
This is
do
the
it.
shit you decide to keep secret.
Oh no, trust me. There's much more. I
Oh,
assume
yeah.
I missed it.
I assume Sky's character is relaying that to Sovnak. Let's just
yeah, I am.
That's only tip of the iceberg, you know?
Yeah, they have said some pretty funny stuff in this.
That's just funny stuff. It's out of character.
I still love the.
If you knew what we were talked about, you would probably like actually would kill us in our sleep. But anyway,
I love how you you're literally like you made a pun out of Baba Yaga's fucking. Oh, oops. Well, we're far enough in that it won't
There
matter.
we go.
Out of her name, Kababa. It's like, oh my god, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Like Zake literally wrote like Baba Yaga. I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, anyway, are we persuading her or what?
Yes, we're persuading or doing it some way so we get like this discount.
Papa looks at you both and says, no. No. Common. I already heard what you said. I know Draconic. I mean Orcish. Just common language, please.
The last word I say to me is racist. And then I
Yeah.
You say that in Orcish?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no.
And then I switched
Alright.
to back to what's it called?
Okay, I need a quick pause here. Do you relay that he just called that he called her
Yeah,
a
Skylar,
racist?
do you?
Do I know this?
I am going to make a very shocked expression, but I am not going to say it.
I would highly suggest that you tell Rowan because Prof already knows what they said.
Okay, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna say, and he just called her a racist.
And the tiny owl from the bottom of the ground looks up at him and goes, "You are a fucking idiot."
Still?
Still.
I thought I got smarter. Hey.
Rowan, roll me a persuasion advantage.
Wow.
He just saved both of you.
Oh.
Profa was already like Rowan, by the time you finish speaking, Profa already has her warhammer in her hand, and she is about to bring it down on this orc. And you say that, and she hesitates.
And the owl just looks up from the ground and says, "I apologize for my
I also apologize. I didn't know you understood me.
of a new companion."
She turns to Bulga, and she says, "Oh, so it's okay to make accusations as long as you don't understand them."
It wasn't an accusation. This was mostly a joke. I apologize. I'll be honest. You can tell that the orc is smarter now, if you know what I'm saying.
Nah, she doesn't care at this point. She looks over to Rowan. She grits her teeth, and she slowly lowers her warhammer.
And Rowan hands her 3 gold. I also need a room tonight.
She hands you back the 1 gold, and she says, "You know what?" And then she hands you back the other 2 gold. She says, "You take a room on the house." I like it. And she turns back to Bulga and she says, "And you, one more time. This is twice now. One more time, and I swear on Timora, you are pancakes for the next breakfast."
All right,
and
I understand.
She goes back to cleaning the glasses and surveying the area, and all of the patrons have they are fixated on your group. And then Profa finishes her statement. She starts looking around the inn, and they all just very quickly look back and act like they weren't watching.
Someone says, "Are you attacking an orc for no reason just because he calls you a racist?" Would be a pretty racist thing to do.
Did you say? Please don't say that out loud.
No, that's what.
Please don't say that out loud.
That's what. I'm reading the chat.
No, he did not say that in character. Yeah. I will maintain what I did as a GM on that one.
That was funny.
But you guys are not accosted any further.
We go upstairs to the room.
Yeah, please do. You go up to the rooms. There is There's only one door when you get. Well, there's a couple of doors, but she pointed you back, and Gideon will lead you back to the area. It's more like a shared dormitory.
Mhm.
You each have your own rooms in like a semicircle, and they open to this common room, and then the common room opens to the rest of the inn. So you enter the common room first thing, and then each of your rooms have its own door, its own furnishing, but in like a semicircle pattern. There's about 9 of them.
So can I practice me in private?
That depends on how you are. That depends on how you are contacting them.
Like in the room, just going into the room and talking to me real quick.
Well, you would both need to go into a room together, yes.
Zmei.
Alright, I'm
Пошли.
going to... Что такое?
Tak. So does this comprehend language extend to us or no?
Yes, it is still active. It is about a 10. I believe it's a 10-minute or an hour.
Would
So yes.
Would Voga know this?
No.
Alright.
Oh crap! Послушай, so anyhow, I'm gonna say it in English since you can hear us. So this, oh crap! Does this lady's thing extend also to our room or no? That's not too. That's far enough away.
Well,
Who, Pratha?
no.
Yes.
You have no idea how good her hearing is.
If you're asking if I can hear you if you're in a separate room, I don't think so. Like this doesn't extend.
No, they're walking into the room. Zeke is about to ask me to go into a room.
I say
with
пошли,
him.
пошли в комнату.
No. In English.
Okay, I said let's go into the room.
Okay, what is it?
Alright, let's just go.
Right,
let's just go.
You hear that, and they begin to walk towards one of the rooms.
I'm just gonna let them.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead.
So
you may begin to speak in Russian again, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the Orcish chat because there's quite a bit I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Not quite a bit.
Write it out. Wait. Write it out first, hit send, and then say it. Because I gotta know what you're gonna say before you actually say it.
Okay.
Just in case she can't hear you.
And I whispered, just because I'm also afraid of. I'm whispering to him. I'm saying like.
Noted.
Hold on. First, let me write it down.
Excuse me while I roll a couple of things. Scott, what was everyone's perception? Passive?
11.
13.
Okay. As for the rest of you, what do you guys do when Zmi and Bulga enter a room on their own?
I can't understand them if they're speaking Orcish, so I just kind of hop behind Gideon, who has the thing that we're supposed to be doing a thing with.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down at the center table and say, well, I guess we'd better get started.
Okay.
Gideon says they're talking about some shit back there.
Okay.
Oh.
So, я ему говорю, so I'm saying, I'm gonna say this in Russian now. Помнишь, как мы говорили, что если кто из нас служит, от них можем избавиться?
Да, конечно, помню. У тебя появились кандидаты?
Да, у меня появились кандидаты.
И кто же это?
Ты знаешь кто. Ты понимаешь сам.
Что ж, я видел это все своими глазами. И что ты предлагаешь?
Не сейчас, но когда мы станем сильнее, мы подкрадемся и закончим работу.
You hear a knock on the door,
Хорошая идея. I'm whispering to him.
and you're gonna need to translate that shit because I don't speak Russian. I'm only learning Spanish right now.
Okay, so I'm translating.
You mean Orcish?
You hear Gideon's voice say, "Hey, come on, we're doing the thing."
Let me write this out.
Oh, you're writing for me also?
Yes, you can write the rest if it's easy. If it makes it like easier, write the rest.
Okay.
Just label what you wrote. Which one is Kiyu and which one is you?
After each. Oh God.
All right. So first one is Bolga. Second one is Kiyu. Third one is Bolga. Fourth one is Kiyu. Yes.
The last one is me. Because like
Okay.
I accidentally wrote one in 2 lines, but
Okay. So the two.
candidates.
Okay.
Candidate the first time that was like as me. The second candidate was Volga. Okay, and we also said something else. You can add that to you.
Never should have let you guys.
No, I get the gist. I mean, yes, please translate fully for the audience at the very least, but I'm pretty sure I get where this is going.
All right, Q. Add your line, or I can add the line for you if you want.
Better if you will do it, the whole thing.
So.
Do you exit into the main room?
Soon, just once I.
Do we?
Do you? Because you've heard a knock at the door, and the guy who hired you is telling you to get outside.
After we finish talking, yes, we do.
All right, so you guys finished writing what you're gonna write, but at the same time, so Zmi and Bolga exit the room and join you guys. You know what? Gideon's gonna hand the device to Rowan.
You see,
and
right,
Rowan. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I can.
So he hands the device to Rowan, and he hands her the orange and yellow and blue gem.
What do I need to do?
He says, I don't know, but this is why you're here.
And
I have a connection. I have a connection to the earth, to the ground, to the land, to the trees, to the stars, to the cosmos. But I do not have a connection innately to arcane magic.
By the way, you see both. I mean, I don't know how what's it called? Me looks, but you see Bolga is grinning, and it's not a very pleasant smile.
And he says,
I kinda grimming.
He says, my husband is more in the way of, and he looks at Kai, and he kind of is like, how should I say this? Like he literally is like you can tell he's thinking like, how do I best phrase what I'm about to say? He is not. His magic is in personality, emotion. and spirits.
Hmm.
But you, Rowan, you have innate magic.
This is true.
We have the same. We've went to the same college, so I think our methodology should align pretty well.
Same college.
We're both
He turns
Silver Quill students.
He turns to Kai and he says, "Yes, you were in the same. You were in the same classes, but her magic comes not from the learned experience, but through her very blood.
I didn't learn my magic at school.
She is innate."
I look at her and I look at like there's like a mixture of like curiosity, but also like a tiny bit of envy.
I did not learn my magic at school. I went to school to learn how to speak better.
Ah,
Boga,
I grew up with owlkin. I was not there to learn the spells. The spells are just mine.
I see.
Boga looks at them and says, "School, college, learning. Huh? Maybe I can try one of those."
Bolga, that's what I was talking about when I said learning earlier. I think you may have learned something.
Yes.
And in learning it may have unlocked something that was locked away.
I understand now fully. I have like 12 intelligence on the character, so.
You have more intelligence than I do now. I am not that smart. She is not smart.
Oh.
She is just pretty.
So, I'm gonna look at this thing and I'm just gonna be like, you said that did you say that there are 3 stones or 4?
There are 3 stones.
There are 3 stones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a spot for a 4th one, or?
Oh, no. Okay. So imagine a hand crossbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no trigger. There's no way to drop the pin that is holding the thread together.
Is this a dowsing pendulum?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
So it looks like a crossbow. The area where the tip of the bolt would go is where you place a gem. And then the rest of the device is basically a hand crossbow.
Okay.
She's just gonna sit there and hold those rocks for a minute, and what I'm trying to do is get some sort of feeling off the resonance.
Oh, you don't even need to roll for this. These are clearly elemental plane artifacts. You don't know how this drow woman got them, but they are extremely rare, and they are basically a piece of the plane manifest in a crystal. So like when you hold the orange and red and yellow and blue one, you can feel a heat in your soul. When you feel the cyan / very pale blue with white streaks, you feel home. And when you feel the inky blue with the kind of like the black wavy swirls around it, you feel cold and damp.
The earth gem is missing. I don't know that we need it, but still.
You say that aloud? In character?
Yes. Yeah.
My character's gonna put up a finger and just be like, would that just be a rock?
Do you have another
Gideon
piece of
looks at
plane of
Kai.
existence?
He just looks at Kai and he just kind of pinches the bridge of his nose, but he doesn't say anything.
Hey, I'm just spitballing.
Kai, these
I
are
don't have
these
any
are
Christmas.
these are pieces of planes of existence. Different elemental planes. I don't know how she would have come across, like, these are actual pieces of the plane of, and she starts flipping through them, of the plane of fire and water and air. And why does some drow woman in this little town have pieces of planes of existence?
And more than that, as she told you.
Hey, since my Arcana is high, can I also try and make sense of that since my Arcana shot up?
No, because you are a barbarian, you haven't leveled into any other class that
Okay.
uses spellcasting.
Can I at least roll nature for it?
Yes, actually. I will allow that. You may
Yeah.
roll nature.
My nature is higher than my Arcana, so that's perfect. My nature is like a plus. Okay, plus 3. Yes. So,
For what?
He's gonna try to, I guess, get the energy of these crystals to see if what you're saying is true.
okay. Roll.
Roll d20 plus, I think you said 3.
Fuck!
No, you have no idea. You I mean, it sounds plausible.
I was hoping he was going to roll really well, because that would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been great,
Yeah.
but the dice fall where they fall. Or in this case, the RNG table does what it do.
It computes how it computes.
I
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
but still. So she sits here just kind of moving them around and looking at this.
They
what
each
amounts
feel
to a
different too.
crossbow.
As you're moving them around, like the pale blue ones almost seems to float in your hand. The orangish, bluish, yellowish. We all know what a flame looks like. The flame gem. It seems to. It's not so much floating as it is like hovering. I don't know if anybody else is okay. Disclaimer. If you are under the age of like 25, do not do what I'm about to tell you I did. Have you ever filled your palm with like Zippo lighter fluid and then lit it on fire?
No, because I was never a teenage boy.
Fair enough.
Never too late.
For the very small amount of audience who has done that because they're crazy like I am, it when you hold the stone, it almost feels like the air near your palm is being pulled up. And it's kind of contradictory because you know this is the plane of fire, but it almost makes your palm feel cold, as if it's drawing the heat from you. And the dark inky blue, you get this feeling like leftover soap. It's slippery and dense, and it kind of weaves and bobs in your hand rather than just float or kind of levitate as the other two did.
Can I tell whether I'm gonna kind of like put my hand over to like. Can I see the water one for a second?
Yeah, she'll absolutely hand you rocks.
Okay.
See if you can feel anything off of it. I'm still
Do you
trying to
touch
figure
it?
out how they do things.
Oh yeah, I touch it.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Please roll low. Damn. Yeah, you feel your consciousness start to be drawn towards this crystal. but then it kind of snaps you back. It's a very sudden, almost like you zoomed your eyeballs in, and then immediately your eyeballs zoomed all the way out at once. It's very jarring.
Okay. Like I was being pulled somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna.
How long do you hold this?
As soon as I notice that it's happening, I'm gonna set it down on the table and be like, I'm not sure how long. There's something going on there. You feel that?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course.
My wisdom's low, so
You do not need to make any roll. You touch it, and it is exactly as I described to Rowan. It is wet and old, and it seems to bob in your hand as if on the waves, but there is no other effect.
I concentrate on it a little bit, like looking at it.
Roll me an Arcana.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
This is the type of crystal. It is, as Rowan said, it is a piece of the plane of water. And you can theorize, given your 12 intelligence, you're above average of the normal humanoid being.
And much above average orc being.
Oh yeah, much above average.
Smart orc.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know that it was having an effect on Kai because it is intrinsically linked to who he is.
Kai, touched again.
I'm not sure I want to.
Please,
I felt
come
it was
on.
pulling.
Come on, we might find out more.
What are we trying to figure out
All right.
again?
I'm gonna hesitantly. I'm gonna leave it on the table, but I'm gonna put my finger on top of it so I can like easily pull my hand back at a moment's notice if needed. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly touch it.
We're just poking around.
Index and middle fingers.
You're locking that in? Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you touch this thing as if you're Sleeping Beauty. And I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw, this time with disadvantage.
You listen to the orc.
Oh no!
Your consciousness, the world around you fades. But you don't seem to physically move. And you are in this vast empty space of inky black nothing.
How do I feel? Like, how does this feel to me? Is it welcoming or is it
You-
like?
You feel, for a brief moment, and I mean like an infinitesimally small moment, you feel at home as you can feel the waves rocking you back and forth. But I'm talking like you fade to black, you feel that water slightly, and then you feel a rush of wind, and there is a bright light as this heat just blasts you in the face, and all of a sudden you are rising rapidly as beneath you there is earthen, dirtish, rockish form, and around you the entire area, save for the sky, is radically changed in seconds. You see seas form. You see land masses, mountains, volcanoes. They begin to almost build themselves up. You see in the sky the sun it's passing at a rapid rate around and around. You see the sun, the moon, sun, the moon, sun, the moon. You notice the clouds rushing by, and this goes on for what feels like hours, as the entire world that you are standing is rebuilt from scratch. And eventually you reach the point where the position that you're standing in it starts to grow trees, and then those trees are chopped down, and then buildings are erected. And eventually you are in the drawn-in courtier. You can tell there is a dragonborn, bronze, with a tail. There is a tanned woman with red and brown armor. There is a small halfling elderly woman with a heavy-looking staff, and there is a drow, male drow, that is wearing a cape, and there is a crimson gemmed worm upon his shoulder, and then that quickly passes, and the building.
I'm gonna try to control it in some way. I'm gonna try to reach out and like see if this is. I'm gonna try like
Ooh.
see if this has any influence from me whatsoever. Like while this is
Sure. Roll me a. I'm gonna say this is gonna be an intelligence saving throw. I'm gonna give you the saving throw part.
Saving throw? Okay.
Yes. If you have any modifiers to your intelligence saving throw, go ahead and roll that.
Well, I mean, okay. My skills are better than my saving throws. So.
This is just gonna be a saving throw.
Okay.
There's no skill that applies to this.
Nope.
No, you attempt to slow down or rewind what you're seeing, but it just washes over you. And then you are back. For the rest of the party.
Out of character. These edibles ain't. Anyhow, continue.
Yeah. Look, Caius Cosades left his skooma pipe over my house. I partook in it, and I mean, things go where they go. Come on. Well, anyway, so for the rest of you, Kai, he puts his finger on this gem, and he freezes solid. Not like literal ice. He just, boom, paralyzed.
Does it look like is there some
No,
well, I guess
he is completely still. In fact, he's almost translucent.
Can I poke him?
Or I'm sorry. Wait. Yes, translucent.
Transparent is the you can see the depth.
Right. So translucent. Translucent.
Right.
Can I poke him?
I'm going to activate my necklace and attempt to detect thoughts.
Oh.
Sure. I don't know that there's a role for that. You in fact,
it just casts. Just like
yeah.
It's a spell save DC 13.
No. This works. He's comatose. It works. You are detecting his thoughts.
Do I see what he sees?
Can you send me the spell detect thoughts real quick? I want to see what exactly it says.
A second.
I got it.
The surface thoughts? Yeah, you do. You do. As I'm assuming you do this as soon as he's translucent.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if he's still in there.
Can I
Yeah.
tell
He
that-
definitely is. You see, you begin at the point where land is being formed and volcanoes and mountains, and then you see the rest of it.
Okay. Can I tell that someone is trying to reach out or anything like that?
No.
Or am I just
No, you do not know.
Can I poke him?
You may try.
Sure, I'll poke him.
Your hand goes through him. It's like going through cold water.
Huh.
I'm asking Rowan what is she seeing.
She's.
Well, hold
she
on.
just-
Zmi, you wouldn't know that she's casting Detect Thoughts unless she's stated as such.
Did
Oh,
you state it?
No, I just reached up and activated the necklace. I didn't actually tell you what I was doing.
Yeah, so all you
Okay.
know is she touched her necklace, and her eyes turned this cyan pale blue. But that's it. You
then
don't know
I
what she
asking
did.
what is she doing?
I'm making sure that he's still there. And he is, but this is. I'm gonna have to wait till this is over.
Is he okay at least?
I don't know.
Gideon
Because
turns
what
to
I'm seeing, I don't understand.
Gideon turns to Rowan and he says that this is a journey. You may accompany him, but this is a journey that he must make.
I can't do anything about it anyway. I can just see what he's thinking.
No, but that is all right. You may relay the message. I'm sure he's. You may relay the message.
So he's in a higher plane of existence, basically.
I can't tell.
No, I would say he is connecting with the plane of water itself. And
That makes a lot of sense.
yes, and he must overcome it, or he must become it. And you see Gideon is not, he is acting calm, but he is dreading what might happen.
Oh.
Yeah, and she just kind of rides it out because like I said, I can't influence him in any way. I can just see what he's thinking.
And you see as the building is built, these 4 characters. The Dragonborn, Rowan, is interesting. You've heard of Dragonborn, but none with tails. Yet this Dragonborn with bronze scales, it has a tail.
Harm to alerts.
And the building is built. The 4 you can assume party members. You see them enter. You see many passerbys, regulars of the town, people you've seen in the bar, but much younger. And then you see yourself looking at Kai, and then Kai, you're back.
Whoa.
That was fun.
Hey, you're back.
For you, maybe. Wow.
How are you feeling?
Like I have some things to think about. Like I've seen everything that I'm made of. Is that not what happened to you?
No, but... And she kind of gestures to her neck and says, no, but If I want to, and when you became translucent, I wanted to, I can detect your thoughts. So I saw what you saw, but definitely did not draw from it what you drew from it, because I wasn't there. You were partially there and were not, in fact, a solid being for a little while.
How come you didn't react that way to your crystal?
I don't know. Possibly because I'm only half a Genasi. So it's possible that they may not be able to draw me in the same way they can you.
I'm gonna look at the air one, at the air crystal, and I'm gonna look at Gideon kind of like expectantly.
He looks at you.
I don't think we want anyone else touching those things, especially given.
He says, "Would it comfort you if I did this?"
Only if you wanted to, of your own accord.
I do not think, and he looks. There is not much this crystal can show me, but if it will bring you comfort, I will do so.
Is it necessary?
I do not know.
I'm not certain either yet, because I haven't really taken enough time to fiddle with them and see what they do. I just know what they are.
Let's take a safe approach and try just using the device. I think Gideon and I should probably not touch the crystals for now. We know that you can handle them safely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure about me anymore.
And she kind of looks up at Gideon and says, "Yeah, this is why I'm here."
He nods solemnly, and he says, "Yes, I do believe so."
And
you seem. Your connection to the plane of air is not weak. And he says that with a sense of almost like he's attempting to imbue you with it's almost like a pride. He says, the purer the blood, the closer it is to be consumed by the plane itself.
That makes sense. It's safer for me because I'm not all one thing.
Says,
and I'm
yes.
perfectly fine with that.
And that is good because that is who you are. And one should not be ashamed or shy away from that which one is.
Of course not. And she goes back to fiddling. You said there were holes on this board around on the crossbow?
Yeah, so basically if you imagine a miniature crossbow, if you were to pull the string back, that's like a thread that is contained. Where the bolt tip would be, there is a slot, and it looks like each crystal is carved in the same shape that you could insert it into the slot.
Oh, so it's relatively intuitive.
Yes, it's very clearly not something that is like hidden knowledge or anything like that. It's a very intuitive device. You plug the crystal in, assumedly it will lead you to the nearest source of that specific planar element.
So I'm going to test it real quick
Mm-hmm.
because I know where a source of a planar element is, and
Mm-hmm.
I put the air crystal in and see what happens.
It immediately jerks towards Gideon. Just you place the crystal in, and it just points towards him.
Okay, so it's a specialized compass.
It does appear to be that way.
And she pulls the rock out and puts the fire rock in and waits to see what it does.
And that will be our next session.
Nice. All right.
Oh, cliffhanger! Excellent cliffhanger, Connor.
Yes, I try to cut it off where I feel like it'll be the most cliffhangery, I guess.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll leave you with one question. One last question. Who is Damien? Here, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
who is this character? No. Thank you all for joining the the quenching of the Crimson Pillar.
Otherwise known as with the DnD 6E team.
Yes, the D&D 6E.
6,000 yes.
We will be back hopefully next Friday, 7
I
days
will
from
be
now.
traveling, but I'll provide streaming keys to these people and these people. Sorry for calling that. For our fellow streamers, players, or I don't know. The Sixth House team. I'm gonna leave the streaming keys to them. I'll be literally in the air as they, what's it called, stream. They're gonna be on air. I'm gonna be in the air.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zake will not be able to join us Friday, but hopefully Guardian will be back next Friday, and Alu will have a lot to discuss with the party.
All right. Bye-bye.